I want to show you how I prepare backgrounds for paintings using techniques that I use for art journaling. I have templates that I've purchased and also templates that I have made. I've cut from cardstock or chipboard or even vinyl with my pazzles. I'm using various sprays here. Some are watercolor, some are acrylic, just various things that I have put together or purchased. Some of the perfect pearls I spray, but I add extra pigment to those things because they tend not to be very dark. Now, once in a great while, I get one like that one where I've let the acrylic get caught in the sprayer, so it's no good anymore until I run it under hot water because I forgot to clean it last time. So I just gave up and went to a sponge. Now this is a bingo dabber. I bought a set of these from Discount School Supplies online. It was the only place I could find them. And then after I bought the set and made up my mixture of acrylic and glaze and water, I saw that Walmart sells them already in the primary colors for kids to play with. I think that's tempera though, so it wouldn't last very long unless you varnished over it with some sort of acrylic. Here I just gave up and used a sponge because I just really was getting tired of that sticky old spray bottle I was using. I just keep doing this until I think of a different shape to put on it, and then eventually I work with another painting. I've always got 2 or 3 going at one time because I just can't wait for it to dry. I'm too impatient, like a lot of people. And if I add too much to it, it's not going to work later. As it is, what I will do after I have these strong colors in here, then I will put some sort of Titan buff or a little bit of thin gesso over this to tie it all together, and then I'll decide which shapes I want to emphasize for my painting. Okay, because I'm getting impatient with this one now, and it needs to drip and dry a little while, I pick up another one that I've started earlier, and I'm going to work on these shapes a while. I'm really trying to do studies in shapes because that's what painting is all about anyway. And after I get absolutely every color in the rainbow on here, I'll figure out a way to pick out what my focal color is going to be. I love red and orange, and one gallery lady told me that all my paintings are orange. It's not exactly true, but that's what she said. So I've tried now to go more toward blues and purples, and I think the moral of the story is you should just paint what you want to paint and not worry about what somebody else tells you to do. I have a great big sign in my studio from one of Bob Burridge's books that says, yes, you have permission. So whatever it is that I feel like doing, I should do it. Now here I took the brayer and I'm trying to get the same shape from the back side where I sprayed over those squares, but there really wasn't anything there, just a couple of spots. And I don't like those spots, so I'm probably going to get a sponge and fix them, or a brush or something. Yep, that's what I did. I could tell that's what I was going to do with that. I'm smoothing all these out, but still within the shape of the squares. Uh-oh, here it looks like I'm fixing to get wild. I'm putting a circle shape in there. I guess I'm tired of the squares. Well, we'll have to see how this turns out. Maybe it's going to be somebody's face before I'm done. I like to do a lot of paintings of people, and not any people in particular, just people. And lots of times they're just shapes of people. They don't have faces, or if they have faces, they're just, you know, generic looking people. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go with this painting. This particular one is on 300-pound watercolor paper. The other piece that I was working on earlier was on canvas board. I was thinking I might do a little more collage with that one because it is a heavier substrate. This one you can see is kind of curling up because I don't have it taped down, but that's a lot of work, so I just didn't do it. I'm still trying to decide where this painting needs work, so I just keep dabbing at it. It's hard to know when to quit. Here's another bingo dauber. I believe this is Van Dyke Brown acrylic with a little bit of, I guess, a whole lot of water, looks like. I don't like the way it's flowing, so I pick it up and I try to get it to dribble and it won't, so I'm going to go get a spray bottle of water, try to help it along. I've got one of these big old bottles that just for that purpose, and we're going to get some movement going on here with this sticky old brown. You can see it's not going the way I wanted it to go, so I just keep adding water, and it does its own thing, so I guess I'll have to work with that. Paintings kind of paint themselves, really, at least mine do. I can't say that I ever start out knowing exactly what I want to do. Once in a while I do. I just finished a therapy painting that I'm not going to show you, but it helped me work out some issues that I was dealing with, and it's got all kinds of people in it. But that's what art does for me. It keeps me busy, but it also gives me all sorts of ways to work out issues and feelings and develop talent at the same time, I like to think. I've sold some paintings. My best paintings I never did put up for sale, though, which is probably not the way you're supposed to do it. But I was noticing the other day, I've got some hanging around the house here that I know would have sold at the gallery, but I didn't want to part with them. So those are the paintings that you end up, I guess it says something like private collection of the artist. That's what we'll call the one that's in the bathroom. I think it's a private collection. Okay, now I'm going to try that brown dauber again. See if I can't get a little more paint out of it. I don't know. Art, those are the neatest things for anything, even whether you're doing gel printing or just using it like this to get the little grid pattern. I really like how that looks. And of course, a little is never enough. I'm probably going to end up putting more on the other side with a different color. There I go again off at the other end of the room. Okay, I'm back now. Yeah, it's dry enough to pick up. And I'm going to place it on the other corner and spray some more. Now I'm ready to complete this painting, and it's going to take quite a bit of work, but you can see how I began to work on it. You can hardly see the shapes in the background. This is the one that had all those squares. The shapes are there, and they're kind of a layered effect, so they mean something, but they don't look nearly as clear as they were in the preliminary part of this video. I will show you the painting as far as I've gotten tonight at the end of this clip.
As part of this ongoing battle that's happening outside of the view of the public, we got notice today that those regulations, the ones that Gene McCarthy oversaw,